King, get free or die. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. All right, kings and queens, y'all know what to do. Put the likes on the video. Okay, subscribe to King Jah Power. Go over there to the throne of King Jah Power. Subscribe there also. Okay, hit them notification bells so you can get the videos. Okay, you know they shadow banned. So family, you know, sometimes I have to just sit back and just watch. You see what I'm saying? Like a sniper or whatnot, looking at them through the scope. You see what I'm saying? And I just sit back and watch sometimes. I want to see what peoples is out here posting. You see what I'm saying? The lane peoples is going in, because you never know with black people today. They be in one lane one day, another lane the next day, another lane the next day, instead of picking a lane and sticking to it. Okay? And so, you know, I'm looking and I'm like, yo, I'm seeing people still out here posting videos, you know, and doing live streams, talk about Africans versus African Americans versus the Caribbeans, Jamaica versus Uganda, all that separatism, you know, that we have been talking about. The whole year we've been talking about, you know, the disunification of black people going on. You see what I'm saying? And all these, you know, black, you know, segregationists or whatnot they got going out here. Okay? And, you know, people still, I don't know if they doing that for views or whatever, but people's is still out here pushing this, you know, Africans versus African Americans. First of all, that what FBA ain't doing, that's not African Americans. Okay? That's not African Americans. African Americans do not feel no ill will towards nobody in the Caribbean, towards nobody in Africa, towards none of our brothers and sisters in Europe. We don't know. We understand that we want people. I know that we want people. And I'm going to prove it. See what I'm saying? I don't know already. I thought we went over this shit before, but y'all ain't got it through y'all head. Like this video. Okay? So, can you tell me who was an African American, Jamaican, Ghanaian, Nigerian, Ethiopian, okay, a Cuban? Okay, how can you tell without us speaking? Okay? Because if you using that we different people because of the language, well, most of us are speaking European languages. Okay? French, okay? Y'all Spanish, okay? English, okay? And so, all of that come from, you know, the conquest of Africa, the slave trade and the Ma'afa, okay? That's where they come from. That's why we speak in European languages today, okay? That's how we know the people that's out there, whether you in Africa, whether you in America, whether you in the Caribbean, okay? This how I know we all the same people. Because we all got the same enemy. And you speak in his tongue, okay? So, only thing that make the people that's trying to separate black people, what they use is, okay, well, you know, border lines is drawn. Them shits is drawn by Europeans, okay? Language, okay? Even culture. Most of these black people out here got a European culture, okay? Because I was hearing some people, oh, well, why y'all, the Rastas or whatnot, letting all these white people come into reggae music? Man, let me tell y'all something. The politics in Jamaica is different than America, okay? And I'm going to get back to what I was saying, but this pertains to it. Now, the people, this is why Bob Marley was chosen to be the face of reggae. Now, in America, it's similar. It's still got a caste system. If you're black, get back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're yellow, you're mellow. Okay, and if you're white, you're white. Okay, so they trying to, that's Jamaican government, okay, JLP and PNP, they be pushing that, you know, putting white people, okay, at the front of reggae music, okay, because they feel like it would be more accepted, the lighter skin, your skin color, okay, that's why, okay, our brother Vibes Cartel, you know, had his own cake soap, because he realized that if he bleach his skin, then, you know, the way the people done been conditioned, they more than likely to take to it. You see, it ain't got nothing to do with talent, okay? And so, and that fit the same in America, okay? See, we black people in America keep saying that people, our African brothers and sisters, our Caribbean brothers and sisters, our South American brothers and sisters, they come to America, okay, and take away opportunities that supposed to be for the African American. Well, just like I said, how you know the hidden hand ain't doing that on purpose. And see, you getting mad at the fruit instead of looking at the tree and say, oh, who the hell behind this shit? Even in social media spaces, the people that be getting the most views, okay, got a whitewash, okay, philosophy, okay, or at least, you know, they'll leave the door open. And that's all the European need to hear. And see, if they hear that, then they'll push that out there, especially if it's non-threatening. You know, we ain't getting in their people way. You see what I'm saying? Type of shit, okay? And so, you know, we fall into that trap every time too. Well, you know, we scared to take the information all the way, okay? That's what this really all about. Black people will water it down just so it won't offend white folks. It won't, you know, for, you know, the coon or Uncle Tom type black people can swallow it, okay? Can swallow it. So they'll water it down, put some sugar on it, okay, and put a cherry on top and say that this black history, this is black unity and black power. But then when you look at it, you know, and you do your finger like that on the icing, and you look at the damn cake that's behind it, it's civil rights. It's civil rights. You like, hold up, yeah, this the cake, you know, Garvey colors, okay? And then you look behind it. I'm not saying, you know, Pan-Africanism, black power. I'm saying these niggas will dress it up as if it's a black philosophy. See, it can be blue and black, okay? Which is another, you know, the Panther colors, okay? But soon as you do like that on that blue icing, in that black icing, and look behind it, the shit, great. This shit, the civil rights movement all over again. And so, and you could say that for most groups, okay? You could say that for most groups. And I'm going to leave that there. But what I'm saying is, without the advent, you know, of us having European languages due to the Ma'afa, due to slavery, due to slave traders, okay, forcing us to speak their language because they couldn't understand what we were saying, just like on the Amistad boat. All them brothers and sisters were from different parts of Africa. And, you know, they went to try to talk to each other, and most of them couldn't communicate. And so, you know, that's when they went to Swahili. You see what I'm saying? To, okay, that's a more common language or whatnot that a lot of, you know, some of those Africans spoke. See, if you look at African languages, similarities in all African languages. And if you look at the blueprint to all African languages, okay, which is the metal netter, okay, from Egypt, but then even deeper than that, you look at the scripts in Nubia, which they still can't decipher. And I would, you know, even though they got a few words right on a metal netter with Sean Pelion. But when you look at language, the original language come out the Nile Valley. Even when you get all the way down to Latin. Because the Latin language is where they get, where you talk about English and French and all of that. It come up out of that. Well, okay, if you go back before Latin, you had Greek. Okay? You had Greek. And then you go back after that, you got the phonetic, the heretic text, okay? You got Coptic, and then you got the netters, okay? That's a different video from a different day. All I'm trying to get you all to realize is that we created language. And so, but the languages that we speak today, yeah, it came about something that we created, but the, you know, the languages that, you know, are foreign to Africa was forced upon us. So we can't choose a difference that somebody created, highlight, and say, oh man, we all different. Because that's the only way you can tell the difference. Look at the picture. Tell me which one of these babies is Cuban. Tell me which one of these babies is from Ghana. Tell me which one of these babies is from America or Ethiopia, Haiti, okay, Nigeria, Togo, okay, Papua New Guinea. You can't tell. The only way you can tell is when we start speaking. And you can't separate black people. We not having it. On some damn European languages, niggas talk about just because they speak French. You know, in certain parts of Africa, or even when you go down in Louisiana or something like that, that they French. I'm from the French quarters, okay? The French, okay? Whether it's Spanish or whatever, that come from Spain, the Spanish. You can't be Spanish, and you know, Spanish is a language, it ain't a people. So how is you Spanish? So you a language. See, our people, whether we in South America, Africa, America, anywhere in the Caribbean, we ain't came to term yet, you know, that most of what we know and how we see the world is through the eyes of Europeans. See, that's why y'all talking about the woke movement, nigga. It's the inner coma movement, okay? Because we knocking on the damn, you know, door, but y'all is still asleep, okay? It's certain information, you know, that black people don't want to ingest shit. You know, the preacher said one time you gotta spoon feed black people and shit. You gotta give them a tablespoon at a time. Man, that'll take for damn ever to get, you know, a quarter of black history. Niggas be ancient. Niggas be skeletons and shit. Niggas be done turned to dust, okay, and we try to spoon feed black people or whatever. Okay, that's why the preacher never read them parts in the Bible that's black. He highlight everything in the Bible that he assumed to be white. Even the part about leprosy and shit. Niggas, man, y'all, hey. So we got the African versus African American shit. That shit gotta die. Okay, those videos and shit. Cause you creating it, even by talking about it, you keeping that alive. When we know that came up out of Europeans and shit, going to Africa and then telling one tribe this and then telling another one this, and then create, you know, this beef, imaginary beef between these tribes that might necessarily didn't like each other anyway, okay? And then they go to war, give some of the enemy tribe to the Europeans, and the Europeans, you know, have figured that out later. Okay? You know, the doorway was open before some damn Christopher Columbus or any of that. The Arab was in the slave trade 1,000 years before Europeans. And so that's who we learned it from. Okay, he didn't learn it from the Africans. See, people, oh man, the Africans enslaved us and sent us over here. Man, ain't the Africans did have slavery. Okay? You ain't pick up no Africans with no whoop back. The Europeans wouldn't even took them. Because soon as they get to America, what they do? They do a examination, just like a physical. Okay? You have to do it today. You gotta cough. They gotta check your teeth and shit. So if slavery was going on in Africa when niggas was getting cut up and burned to the stake and shit and getting whooped and all kind of shit, the European wouldn't have been as many. He wouldn't have took that many because, you know, he would have had to enslave the upper class or whatever of Africans, which he did. Okay? You had, you know, royalty ended up being took it to the West. Some of them they found out that they was royalty, ended up being sent back, which we went over that story. Okay? But we ain't separating on nothing the Europeans done came up with, period. Because, you know, unity is the key, which I'm going to talk about on the next way. So let me segue. All right, family, y'all like this video, man. Stop falling into them traps and propaganda traps that the Europeans, them landmines and shit, are lies and, you know, about black people, them You know, them landmines he done put out there. Don't step on that shit. Nigga, watch where you stepping. Okay? Because he got traps and hurdles and shit set up all out here and shit. You know, the one that he be catching the bear with and that shit like this. He got them shit set all out there. And black people be stepping their feet in that shit all the time. Like quicksand and shit. Niggas drowning in that shit. So we gonna throw you a Black Power life grab. You better catch the shit, cause I know half of y'all can't swim. Alright, family. See y'all on the next video. Jah Power. Be king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. Yeah.